Here we go.
Okay, so welcome to Snack Time. As usual, I am Graham, and I am here with Andrew and Henry. And this week we're doing something a little different. There are big games coming out this week, and we're not going to play any of them, and instead, we are going to play a better game.
Much better game.
Yeah.
The best game. If this game came out this week, it would be the game released this week.
Right. But instead, it's the best game released before this week, or after this week, or this week.
Yeah.
No, it's not quite that. But
I can't tell if you guys like this game or not.
You really like this game.
Something's poking through, but I can't quite get a grasp on it.
It's a pretty good game. So, want to tell them about the game, Andrew?
Alright, well this is Sakura Wars, So Long My Love. It is a strategy RPG mixed with a dating sim. / social sim, I guess, if you be more broad about it. I don't know. There's definitely dating involved, but yeah.
Because the point is more the social part, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all about dating, but, at the end you will pick your one favorite. Yeah, generally it's just
happens, but you gotta make everybody happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's a very interesting... it's a long-running series in Japan. And this is the 5th game, and it was the only one we got. And it's the last one. So, and nobody bought it. So we're not getting any more.
Yeah. I bought it.
And I bought it.
I bought it.
In fact,
I did not buy it.
We did a survey at one point, and I think, there was a configuration of the staff in which everyone on staff owned it.
Except me?
I think this was before you were here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was 2010, right? Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2010 PS2/Wii game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can understand people not buying it, but it was our Wii Game of the Year, and runner-up for Game of the Year.
Whoa.
And it was, most people voted for it. It wasn't,
it is a snack bar favorite. If we had top 5 staff favorites, it would be right up there.
Yep. So
I think, just real quick, just for the fact that he now writes for the site, or for the site since the game came out, he needs to own this game at some point and play it.
You do.
It's long.
It's actually not that expensive.
This is initiation snack bar style. Some places will make pledges run through horrific physical activities, or perhaps force feed them disgusting foods or large quantities of alcohol, but at snack bar games, it's Sakura Wars.
Yeah, that's probably correct.
I'm okay with that.
If you have time, Flying Dragon for the N64.
I gotta see if my sister still has my N64. First impressions, this looks incredibly clean and sharp for a PS game.
Yeah.
Nice. So it looks pretty great.
Very good.
It doesn't. There's not that much to it, at least in the visual sections, so it can kind of focus on that. Before we get any further, I have to say, the first... Okay. I was going to say the first 4 games, but also all spin-offs, so... Well, except for one on never mind. In most games before this game, this guy who you're talking to is the protagonist.
Yeah.
And this game has a new protagonist, it's his nephew, and that's it. That's as much as I wanted to say. But it's important that they don't really address that. I mean, they kind of mentioned it, they kind of know him, but if you hadn't played any of the other games, you would know that you've been that guy for the past 7 years.
Well, the main character is really old for a Japanese game. He's the ancient wizened age of 19. Is this for senior citizens or what?
I think there are reasons for it.
Right.
He's enlisted in the military, so that's part of it. I'm
gonna find out what the minimum age is to apply to the military in Japan.
It could be one of those things. They change it in localization. I'm not sure. I do know that happens all the time. That people get oh, now you're 4 years older because it's the localization. So,
Japan, according to Wikipedia, you have to be at least 18 years old in Japan to enlist in the army.
Well, there you go.
And voluntary, so there you go. Okay,
I assume he enlisted, and there was some training process that he finished.
If you're part of a militia or a mercenary group, then there is no minimum age according to Japanese RPGs, as I know.
Yeah.
Tales of Vesperia, that kid who was like 10. I think most of Final Fantasy VII's cast are in their teens.
Yeah.
So I guess it's important to differentiate. Military, there's a minimum age.
And also, you can look whatever age you want. As long as it's officially in the manual, it doesn't say that you're that age.
Yeah,
you're fine. You should be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of deity that's actually millions of years old, but looks like she's 4. That's fine.
Exactly. And bonus point, if you're an old man, like super old, like 40s or 50s, pretty much every plug you share with other people is going to be them making fun of your age or you acting like an old fogey.
Yeah.
Which seems reasonable. That's how I act to people older than me in real life, too.
Guys,
so, Henry, are you getting this that we're getting on the stream right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm liking it.
Yeah. I'm going to show everyone my samurai here, guys.
Are you?
About time.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
So, just heads up, this probably, most of this will most likely be a lot of dialogue because I don't remember how long the intro is. We're gonna try our best to get to at least one.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a strategy RPG where I think there are like 12 battles.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's probably, I'd say 30% of the game is the actual strategy RPG part, and
each chapter is like a chapter of the story in battle at the end of it, and that's just how it's structured. The first one obviously has a lot of, but yeah, hopefully we'll the battle before the end of the hour.
We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best because that is the actual kind of, I don't want to say it's not the beat of the game, but it's probably the thing that I know that a lot of my friends were interested in checking this out because they love strategy RPGs.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, a new strategy RPG. Yeah, great, I want to play it. And then they found out it's mostly, for me, because I bought it first, that it's like 70% visual novel.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, well, maybe I don't want it anymore. And I was really sad. And I tried to convince them, but they weren't having it. So some people thought it was the meat of the game before it came out. I was one of those people, and then I learned more about it. I was like, oh, this actually sounds more interesting than that. But I know a lot of people might not to visualize.
I think now, with the past few years, I think people understand the idea of a visual novel that isn't just like a dating sim. Yeah. Like, yes, technically there is a chapter later in the game where you go on a date, right? So, but like it's not really.
It's not like Persona.
So long.
Yeah, or it's not like explicit or anything. It's just like, oh, let's go to a cafe or something. Like it's kind of nothing. What it is mostly is it just going through these stories and helping people and being observant and reacting in ways that they would actually like you to react. And yeah, so
the dialogue choices are a huge part of this game, and they're awesome. They're
the thing about the Sakura Wars series is that like they had this system called lips, which I'm letting that go. But it's like they time your responses, so you can't really think through it, and like you can't like look them up or anything. It's just like, all right, you have to in the next like 10 seconds pick an answer here, or something like that. So that's kind of the idea.
Like you saw one just a minute ago where I complimented the robber's mask. I could have picked other things, but I just thought, hey, it was a really nice looking mask.
How does this game come on multiple discs? We've been streaming for about 15 minutes here, and at least 5 in full anime scenes that look incredible. How many discs does this have?
This version comes with a second disc just for Japanese voices. This is most of them. You can pretty much play the whole game on one disc. But
yeah,
really,
and not a lot of cutscenes. I mean, there's a couple minutes here, and then there's like a couple minutes of, like things before big battles or something like that.
Right,
but mostly just stills.
Oh, the stills. I mean, the animation looks fantastic. How long is this version of Sakura Wars? Like, how long? And hours-wise, roughly, would it take to beat?
So, Andrew, did you keep up? Because I have difficulty, like, saying that, because you can run through it pretty quickly, but if you try to talk to everyone and do everything, which you can't do, it does have that kind of sort of Persona-ish, like, the set amount of time thing, right?
No, it's not, but it's not like a 100-hour quest or anything like that.
No, it's...
Okay. You know, I don't know, maybe 20... I'd say if
maybe
25 hours at the moment.
20,
If you really
25?
want to, dive into, exploring everything.
Because those battles aren't short either, like, especially, like, each battle's, like, near the end, like, maybe even, like, an hour.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty hefty.
There's actually the entire lab, for the most part, is mostly all that. There's like 3 or 4 of them in a row. And they're actually really tough, but the game is generally mostly just this stuff, and I don't know. It all depends. Like if you're gonna play this game, don't rush through it, because I feel like that you're like most of the fun.
Right.
Kind of draws of this is the fact that the character interactions with the main cast ties in with the levels.
Yeah. I mean, that is the cool thing. I mean, that's the one thing I really like about this game. It basically is a strategy RPG without grinding, and instead of grinding, it's about, like, getting on your teammate's side.
Yeah.
I just like so much about that. Like, if you, like, I don't know, if you start being rude to someone, then, like, they're going to be weak in the battle. Like, I like the concept
I
of
really
that.
like that idea. Well, Xenoblade, I mean, Xenoblade touched on what I would like to see in future games, where affinity increases a little bit if you fight with each other, and more likely to have cutscenes and things like that. Want it to go one step further. I'm sure games have this, where the more 2 specific characters fight in battle, start buffing each other more, do more damage together, or they'll with combo strikes or stuff like that. It's really hard to program. I love that idea, because then you're sort of putting both for investing different dimensions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Henry, here's the part where we get to the part of the game.
Okay, should I close my eyes?
No,
No.
you're just gonna have to accept that in addition to, like, finicky people who operate huge life-saving mechs, they are also undercover, like, theater performers. Just let that happen.
No, it's alright. I'm no stranger to odd Japanese law. I'll survive.
Yeah.
Morning.
And they take both very seriously.
Why wouldn't they?
Not York. Oh, whatever. That's nearly as bad as Fluff Lines. Like, come on.
Both are pretty bad, man. I'm myself, and I gotta say, if I had I would take both just as seriously.
If I had a Mac, I'm pretty sure full-time become. But
yeah.
But yeah, so getting some interesting talk in the chat. Could we call Ace Attorney a visual novel? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a mystery visual, but it is a visual novel.
I mean,
It is as much a visual novel as.
Yeah. I mean, important choice. Okay. Let's see. I'd say,
Think really quick about that one.
Yeah. I'd say Ace Attorney, definitely a visual novel, but I think there are very great visual novels. I feel like this is borderline. I mean, most of the game is this, but at the same time, there is that strategy RPG element, which is like as much of a game as you can get. So it's
right.
It's yeah.
Yeah, and I know, and there are parts of Ace Attorney that are like hidden object games.
Yeah.
I mean, everything really.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've never played like the 999 or BOR. No, I know those games have puzzles in them, but those seem more closely related to what I consider a visual novel than something like this, which is still mostly a visual novel, has that like gameplay. That's to me what to be initially like the combination of the visual novel and the strategy.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so Andrew, I have to ask you.
Yeah.
I really need to get going.
How many times have you played this game?
I played through it twice.
Okay.
Let me just say this. I had this plan. I had this scheme where every year I'm going to do a playthrough and try to get a different ending. There are 6 endings or six. Can't remember.
endings?
I don't know. Can't remember. Do you remember?
Well, there's 6 main endings.
Yeah.
There's 6 main characters, and one is a second and on playthrough only person.
Okay, so there are 7.
And they're 5, like plus the 1 second playthrough only person.
Right. Okay. So
But I feel like there are probably some exceptions, but I'm never that crazy person. To me, like there's the way that you do it. Same thing happened with me in Mass Effect. Funny because the game that this came out for Game of the Year that year, Mass Effect 2. But like there's like a way it happened, and then I go back and to like explore the rest of the story, but I can't bring myself to do it the right way. Like I want to have the wrong story. So, yeah, it's kind of. No, but so anyway.
Continue, Graham, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm worried that the audio might be skipping. Gameplay audio.
Remember, we're in a public place. Lots of civilians.
Please
Don't call me captain here.
If something goes awry, well, I'll do my best to fix it. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So my main question: who is your favorite character in this game?
Mine?
You're gonna pick the pretty blonde girl, aren't you?
No.
So here's the thing: she's the character you can get in first place.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
So she doesn't actually like. She was a character in.
she looks like she's 13 years. She has a wealth of military experience. Yeah, why not?
She a character in the third
The
and
commander is
games.
unique.
She's like the captain.
I like that. Okay, they did
Yeah.
that kind of with
Excuse me,
Curia
sir.
Chronicles 2, where
The recruit
Alicia
from
and
the
Vulcan
Imperial
are in
Assault Force has
there's
just arrived.
Kind of.
I don't think you can play them, unfortunately.
Let's not start talking about Imperial Chronicles 2, not because but because that would be the rest of this.
Gotcha. Stay on target. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Mr. Sunnyside, your commander
Hey, did you
and owner
that?
of the
Yeah,
We didn't. No, I'm sorry.
Gemini.
Yeah.
My go-to. And she's kind of the default, like,
Yeah.
I feel like she's the
She's on the cover.
But
They're equal to the game that just stars her. Yeah. So.
like,
He's great. So.
whatever. She's got an awesome, mostly awesome southern. It's kind of silly, but you know, I think most of the different accents in this game are kind of silly.
But everyone affectionately refers to me simply as Sunny.
Not in a bad way, just
Actually, we don't.
just ridiculous, but never not over the top. I think I don't know.
Serious
It's
as always.
well,
but of
really
course, that
any
is one of your many charms.
other character, Rosita, can make any accent, and then Rosita pops up, and then their accent is fine.
Yeah, she's the weird one. I love the whole cast of this game. Like even in the beginning, some of them had to grow on by the end. Guys, like this is just a fantastic cast of characters.
It's great.
Anyway, I'm
So,
sure you'll
the
do
thing
your
is,
best
if this
to
game
help out the team.
we were supposed to get a port of the PSP 1 and 2 compilation, which would have been great. As of right now, there's no fan translation of anything. First game is PC in Russian, like an official release. That's it. Yeah, so it's. I feel really bad. There are like
determination.
translations
A real modern-day
patches,
samurai
just like
right
walkthroughs, so you can kind of like read way up through to the next response you need to make, so you know what you're picking, and you can play that. I did B games. I've been playing a little bit of it. To have like all of the Dreamcast. Anyway,
Released like a big old
Try
set
to relax a bit,
the Sakura
okay?
Wars games on Dreamcast.
so they released 1, 2 on the SAT,
I don't like to be too
Then
formal around here.
and 4 on the Dreamcast, and then they remade 1 and 2 for Dreamcast, and then they released that with all of them for the Dreamcast, and then the 5th game on the PS2 they remade. I'm gonna say I don't know. Well, you know what? I don't know if it's there's definitely a remake of the first game.
Yeah.
There's definitely a prequel to the 5th game. There's a lot of them. They're all Game Boy versions. Game Boy Color, they're 2 totally unique games on there that we can't play.
But
So,
I'm just gonna say, despite the fact that most of the series is completely inaccessible to us, I really like the fact that we got one of them.
Yes.
And I would say that of her, this might be the best one, too. Maybe.
It's definitely the best one if you can't get any.
Yeah. It's
better than nothing, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I've always said for stuff, if you can get one game and learn the interface, it's a lot easier to play the other ones. So, like, if you do any translation guide, you kind of understand, like, the lib system does, and, like, the mech control things and stuff like that. A lot easier if you can, if you just know how the game plays. So that helps. Chat mentioning Valkyria Chronicles again. Okay, so, first of all, there is a fan translation of Valkyria Chronicles 3. There's a patch. It's great. They released it over the holidays. I've been playing it. I'm trying to get in touch with them and maybe do an interview or something there. But even if that doesn't pan out, you can totally play that game, and it's great. The other thing is, that's interesting to bring up with this because there's a lot of cross-pollination with Valkyria Chronicles and Sakura Wars.
Okay.
The Entertainment co-developed both series, and they tend to like the anime-ish things. Like they also the Agarest War game. Anyway, they're involved. I mean, obviously Sega Productions. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what Sega team was making stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people ended up on the Valkyria team because they shuffled Sega so many times. That's really good. That's the way there.
Hey, Graham, why do you think we haven't seen more Sakura Wars on stateside?
Well, money.
Pretty much the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, the kind of games, and I didn't realize is actually how much of a process translation is. I thought it was the translation was something that took like, a very short amount of time. It was something they did at the end of the cycle, but it's a big deal. Like, you can't just get one translate like they did with the old RPGs. So I imagine these kind of games have a lot of tech, and therefore would be time consuming to translate them all.
I know, like, the thing that was holding at least Sakura Wars, the PSP back, was that for a long time, Sony was requiring, like, language tracks.
How do you mean?
Like, couldn't just leave the Japanese audio.
Oh, I see.
It. So, there were a lot of restrictions on that, and even there would be things where, like, Warriors games would release physically on the 360. It would be PSN only on PS3 because Sony authorized them to make a disc without audio. Like, it's weird. So they've loosened that stuff up lately, but there are some games we just straight didn't get. Is like more so than the cost of translation. Cost of doing entire packs for an entire game. Like, right. The cost of that is crazy, regardless of quality.
Yeah, kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you alright? Sorry about that. Sometimes I just get stuck.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not just correct. Kind of the best.
Yeah.
Is Gemini the girl you're talking to? Hat or the white bandana?
Yep.
That is her.
She's got red hair. What does that say about you? You know who else has red hair?
I know.
No idea.
Yes, you do. It's me and Graham.
Yeah.
Whatever. Gemini's or what?
Yeah, exactly.
And to the fact.
Graham, you could pull off my costume maybe for Halloween.
No.
Eyes, and I don't.
Stop
So
talking now.
I would love to. I could.
First of all, is red. She's not. It has like red.
Freakishly like neon. Yeah, it's not really a realistic color.
No. Well, I mean, it's an anime game. It's pretty close. Also, yeah. All right, I'll drop it.
Let's get a wiggle on.
What?
That's what you just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. So there's one other game that is that has Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that game.
Yep. Project Cross Zone.
Do we have to talk about?
We don't. I just wanted to mention she's in it, as well as other Wars characters.
That was one of the main reasons I bought that game when it came out.
That was the main. No, it was okay. It was also one of the main reasons I bought that game because the other major Valkyria Chronicles 3 character.
Basically, most of Sega's that game.
Yeah. No, anyway. Yeah. You know what? You don't need to talk to anybody. Just only Gemini.
Okay, sure.
Actually, you should probably talk to Crazy Archer. Because she's a lawyer. Clear, she is a lawyer. She likes to bring up as a lawyer a lot.
The chapter of this game where you have to kind of go to court with her. It's not really court.
Yeah, the first chapter is definitely like the Gemini chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets her own chapter.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, she kind of does get 2 chapters.
Yeah.
She's kind of the best person in the game.
I mean, I know she's the best.
The series is called Sakura Wars, and this game doesn't have Sakura in it.
She was in the beginning.
She was in 1 and 2 and 4.
Yeah, but she was in this game.
Oh yes. Oh sure. Hi.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm in the title of the game. Okay.
Like she was really the only character who was in 3 and 4. She's also in 1 and 2 besides protagonist.
Yeah.
So, like the first 2 games are set in Japan. The second 2 games are set in Paris. This one is in New York.
Yeah.
But like also like World War I era New York.
Yeah.
Great.
It's pretty awesome. She calls him, which is awesome.
Well, yeah. I forgot about that. It's great. Really, I'm just going to be happy until we Rosita, and then I will just not be happy until Rosita leaves, and then I'll be happy.
I don't think she shows up at all in this first. I mean, I don't know. I think it's.
What's wrong with it? She sounds like she's getting a bad rap.
She's okay.
She's little and she's whiny and she eats all the stuff and she has ferret.
True.
That's kind of it. That she eats all the stuff and she keeps losing her ferret and finds the ferret and keeps acting like she's going to eat the ferret. I don't know. It's kind of.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
She's a weird character.
It's fine. It's yeah.
She's just kind of like at first.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, besides Gemini, I think all the characters are kind of annoying at first.
You wanna live here with
Get to
me?
know them better.
Yeah.
And then they you know, you're better friends with them and they don't start treating you like.
I mean, Ratchet's never obnoxious. Alright.
Oh yeah, she's okay.
I mean, she just doesn't do much of anything for a while. She just starts off annoying, she just starts off non-existent.
So, Andrew, this could do the intro, but I haven't seen your avatar yet. Do we get to see you actually moving around, or is this just part of the intro?
Yeah, the only, when you're actually moving around on the map, you're just pointing a screen, you're pointing control cursor. And then,
Okay.
so you don't actually control the, there's no actual, like,
You have no reason to blush.
Which is very common with strategic RPG.
Yeah.
Like, you often get an avatar that you sort of run around and people, a lot of it is cuts are sort of automated and things like that.
Hey, Cherry? Hey, Gemini! What took you so long? Did you meet?
Yeah.
Sure did.
I would probably say that's actually one of the reasons I wrote the serotonin about walkthroughs, in that with other games where I have a lot more time to just run around and talk to people, I found it sort of much easier than this stuff, but with, I guess, some strategic RPGs, it sort of goes from cutscene, and there's no real downtime other than you sort of maybe in your menu just customize your army and stuff like that. So it's a very if you want to get into these kinds of games, they're really fun, but you start to have a different mind that when you go into them, that you're not going to be running around a lot of menus, a lot of text. The battles to me, I mean, are very rewarding. It's just a different kind of, totally different.
So you're getting called out in the chat for copping out and only doing the respectable, reasonable answers to questions.
Oh, boo!
I'm a respectable gentleman.
I know.
Right. We know you give the most disgusting answers when you're all alone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The thing is, like, there's basically no justification for doing that. I mean, there are times when like being more reserved or more enthusiastic will make people happier, or whatever. But like the creepo answer, just it's bad because it's bad to be a creepo.
I don't know. If people
can you explain this to people?
If people are saying I should pick those for the purpose of the stream, I will. But I refuse to otherwise, unless the people demand it. But
I think we're done
respectable
here.
Gentleman, so.
We should really get back to the theater.
Yeah.
Well, I did that for a second, but I guess we have to move on.
I'm a respectable gentleman in this.
Right.
But
yes, I'm aware that in games I'm scared of the bad, mean decision to be a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pick the wrong one. I'm going to pick the right one. Right.
Hey, so
Let me go back and be wrong. No, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, I played my entire first run through the. Oh, that's right. You do control. Okay, so I'm gonna go back on what I said. I forgot. You do control. You do have the character models.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm completely mistaken about that. Sorry. For some reason I thought it was all like Kircher, but
I'm fixated on the maid's outfit. She obviously shows off some cleavage. That's fair. That's what games are.
She's
but the tiniest bow tie I've ever.
Yeah, I don't know. She's the sort of, I don't know, older flirty character in the game, which is kind of a trope.
Yep.
She's not one of the main characters though. She's just a side character.
And then the person who hangs with her is the little who hates you.
Yeah.
And that's also kind of the trope. And you can talk to her a lot and get her to hate you to the point of not hating you.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of their role in this, that they're just around and I don't know.
Just more dialogue.
Yeah, it's whatever. Fine. Yeah.
So right now, Gemini me around now, and then I went to Ratchet, and then there's some mafia thing going on around here.
Oh yeah, because New York.
Exactly, New York.
Because as we and everyone in Japan know, it's just all mafia people. All the time. It's only mafia. You guys been in New York City? It's all mafia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's all that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be tough, going up to New York and stuff, because you gotta pay mafia to get in the door. It's tough. Yeah.
The fact that she came back and slowly survives.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah.
All the bribes.
Yeah.
You know.
This is super.
Indeed.
Is there? I mean, there's really no difference between them except the PS comes with the disc that has the jack. If you want that, I don't think the Wii version has that at all.
Yeah, the Wii version. Basically, the PS version was kind of like a limited edition, so there aren't as many of those. And it comes with a second disc. Does it come with anything else?
It comes with a. I don't know if the Wii version has this, but it comes with a pretty big that also doubles kind of a not an art book, which kind of extra details about the
characters.
So it's it doesn't fit in the case big. It needs box.
That's not in the Wii version. The Wii version's just kind of a standard version. But
is there anything? I guess that they're pretty much identical otherwise.
Yeah, I think there was something weird about the Wii. Oh right, with there are certain challenges where you have to spin both analogs on the PS2.
Uh-huh.
And in that case, you have to it's a nunchuck thing, and you have to like spin the control on the nunchuck and like run your finger around the D-pad. It works, but it's weird.
Yeah, but that's probably not a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, hey, also like Wii version, you could play you.
It's true.
So
it's probably, again, like you said, it's probably harder to find. So if you're looking at them out, the version.
Yeah, I mean, both are pretty great. Sorry.
I considered shouting in the library, but
because you make her so mad, you can like recover from that game if you yell at her. You're in a library. Come on now. Back behind you.
I feel like I should be making ridiculous choices here because why not? But I'm just kind of picking what I would otherwise.
Yeah, because it's the right way. I'm totally with you.
But
there is a right way and a wrong way. Yeah. But yeah, so we thought to play this game because most of the time in person, but sometimes get a big mech for a little bit.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mechs are always cool. Always.
Almost like it's kind of similar to the recent release.
I know.
Right? So I was gonna say, how appropriate. Like Dark Souls.
Exactly.
It is. It's like
sometimes
just like Dark Souls 2.
Down and all of a sudden there's a mech there. It doesn't make any sense, but okay.
I mean, my favorite part of it is when you go to the cafe.
Mine too. Gotta watch out for the
If there was
mafia,
a cafe, that would probably be one of the parts of Dark Souls 2 because there probably won't be things that can kill you.
If there were a random segment that played like Sakura Wars, Dark Souls 2, it would be the best part of Dark Souls. It just would. So, I don't know what to tell you.
The difference is all the characters are trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Sakura Wars, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, so if there's a new Sakura Wars, I feel like we might begin.
Like an actual, like Sakura Wars 6.
Or an HD re-release like previous, like something that is like a temporary release. Because the thing with like this released in 2005 on the PS and they had to like they made a Wii port for the West, and released it 5 years later.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, like, you know, if they did something like a PS4 game or something, like, or a Vita game, I feel like we might be able to get it.
I hope so. I would never do something.
I would absolutely play it like a brand new one for sure. Please
play this one.
You should play this one, but yeah.
No, I don't feel like I want. I mean, I do want to play. If there was a word of a new one, new one.
No.
Play this one.
Yes.
Play this one.
Okay, I'm going to say this, Henry. There's probably only maybe a 10%, maybe 5% chance of us having a Sakura Wars game, so you should.
Yeah.
Never tell me.
I just did.
For 2 years, they hyped, like, it'll be Sakura Wars, and it was like a mobile card game.
Also, Square Enix does that all the time.
Yeah, well, Sega does that too.
Which then? A new entry in your favorite series? You must have meant a card game! We did not mean that at all. You know it.
Yeah,
it was like when Rare did that bait and switch where they said, like, from the makers of Banjo-Kazooie, and started playing Banjo-Kazooie music, and then it took off like Connect Sports. Everybody thought it's just booed. I mean, Connect Sports is supposed to be that bad, but it's just like
it's pretty good.
You can't do that. It's so mean. You guys remember awesome games from us? But here's Connect Sports.
I don't know what this really is, but I like it.
Pretty great.
It's not really great. We'll get into it.
Yeah, I mean,
companies know that kind of stuff really like I know they're kind of like excited for the hype, and they want a lot of people like clicking on the links and jumping in, but like it's really not going to do much. If anything, it's going to hurt people, right? If they like, okay, hey guys, like this is a new entry in the series, but we're honest with you, it's going to be great, instead of, like, getting expectations up sky high, which, to be fair, isn't always their fault, and then laying a proverbial turd. Yes.
I have a way to being a creeper again.
Oh, come on! I mean, that was smart decision. For minor character, we keep seeing that quite a lot, and there's her tiny... That bow tie is driving me... She even keeping that on her... I guess the backgrounds look... I can't get over how good this game looks for PS2. Not even just for PS2. Straight up, it's great.
I mean... you mentioned, like, a possible sequel. You know, like, how big a deal the series was in Japan? Like, there was a physical cafe in Akihabara that was, like, the Sakura Wars cafe.
Yeah.
They hired, like, multiple people to take shifts to, like, cosplay as the people and be, like, waitresses at a cafe, and they had special drinks, and, like, this thing lasted until 2009. It was, like, from, like, 1996 to 2009. Like, the fact that they just didn't release the game after 2005 is bizarre.
Yeah, it's kind of, you would think there'd be a lot of people in Japan still love the series and would love to see a new one.
Like, I understand taking a break. I understand that, like, this game didn't sell quite as well as the other ones, but, like, you know, take a break. Maybe don't re-release all of them on every platform you start releasing on. Yeah. But, like, you know, make one.
It'll be 10 years next year.
You know who can make one now?
Who's that?
Atlas.
Yeah?
Like, if the problem was that they didn't have a development team that could do, like, this style of game anymore, or, like, they aren't doing small budget stuff, like, Atlas could super make this game.
Yeah. You can release it and just release it on handheld. That'd be great, because, you know, I very much doubt, you know, people... I mean, I guess you couldn't release a version.
Yeah, like, it seems like a Vita game. Like, it does, it's like a Vita game.
Or, knowing Japan, the PSP too.
Well, this past year they have kind of stopped doing PSP stuff.
There's still some stuff.
I mean, there are some, yes, but probably not.
I just get the feeling that it'll probably be a 3DS thing before Vita, considering the Vita's the most popular thing.
Yeah, but, like, this does appeal to that segment of the audience that they're doing pretty okay with.
Sure.
Maybe
both.
Yeah, like, make it run like Conception Engine or something. Yeah.
Conception.
We're getting that game. I don't even understand how we're getting that game.
We're getting that game, and we're getting another Sakura Wars game. I mean,
we're also not getting Valkyria Chronicles 3. What's happening?
That's weird.
like that's a good one. That was the good one. Like, they gave us 2, and the people didn't buy 2 because it wasn't good, and they didn't give us 3 because 2 was good. But 3 was good. They know it was. It is. So there are still releasing PSP games here, but currently they are things that have been released last year or prior to that in Japan. There's not a lot of, like, new IP showing up on PSP. But yeah, I get found some way to make this game like Monster Hunter, and they can do it, but don't do that.
Please don't.
Don't make it like a squad-based multiplayer.
Just stick works.
Free to play, game points.
It'll be a mobile game.
Don't do. Well, here's the thing. If it were a mobile game, but it was still Sakura Wars, I'd be okay with
that. Yeah. I mean, just make sure it's actually still what it is. Not.
Yeah, but, like, if they released, like, a local edition on iOS that was kind of like they're doing with, like, Tensei,
which is weird and awesome that is happening. Tensei 1, not the best RPG, it hasn't aged super, but the fact that it's coming out the first time is just cool, and I'm glad that I'm going to be available to people that pay money for.
Yeah. Like, if it were just cheap for them to just translate, if for some reason they port the games to iOS in Japan, it'd be like, hey, we can in this text file and then release it that. Because you can control it. Like, it's one of those games where I issue with controls, and a touchscreen.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one of the first couple games. Those actually are more like top-down tactical kind of like front mission looking kind of games.
These games would translate really well to.
Yeah, 5 would be difficult.
Yeah, but
I already have it. So
yeah, exactly. Here's
is it battle?
This is Super.
He's Japanese.
Oh right, we haven't.
Oh, come on, Graham. Take your expectations. Just take it easy. We've been playing for almost an hour.
Oh, good timing.
Yeah, we're still doing
Let me
introduction.
introduce you to
I
our
am
other Japanese
trying
friends.
to burn through it. I didn't do any more exploration. I'm just
of the
gonna
Star Division.
get through as much of the story as possible.
So Subaru is the game's. How would you put this?
Just call me Subaru.
The guy's name is Subaru.
Well, I don't know. I say something and it's I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it in words.
Yeah.
Wait, he just said he's Japanese. Isn't everyone in this Japanese?
No. Most of
They just identified him as the Japanese guy.
yeah, most people here are American.
I'm just keep quiet. It's so weird.
Yes, this line of dialogue right here, this question, yeah, that's what, yeah, that's what we're trying to get
As far
at
as
here.
I'm concerned,
Yeah,
male or
and
female
you
does
don't
not make
ever.
a difference at all.
And he
Never
can't
really.
tell if it's a guy or a girl. It's
What
cute.
characters?
Oh man.
Subaru is simply Subaru.
Yeah.
Also,
Subaru's very well
also,
dressed.
Like it's an all-girl troop,
yeah, but so Subaru.
but it's like
refers-
intentionally vague.
They refer to
Right.
themselves. Refer to themselves in the person often or third person. Very.
Yeah, but it's just the way it's put. It's like, come on.
It's weird, but it's a great character.
Yeah,
You know.
it's just that, like, just because it's big sort of trope. That's just like, come on, come on. Well, I mean that's the thing.
Subaru
If
wonders if
the Sakura Wars does tropes,
I see
tropes and
Yeah,
tropes and
that's
tropes.
Hey, if they're done well, then it doesn't matter really. It's going to make fun of it in their comp, but I mean, I don't mind if it's
I just imagine,
as long as it's done well. Then I'm okay.
Say Atlas develops a Sakura
Subaru is
Wars,
certain there is no way
it
he can replace
could
it.
be so different.
Yeah.
But I'd be okay with it. As long as, for some reason, I don't know wherever this new thing's set. For some reason, Gemini's the commander. I don't know why.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
ask questions.
Let's
She's
go
in the game too.
Before the elevator leaves without us.
Sure. So.
Gemini's pretty great.
How the time actually seemed pretty quick, Andrew. That what do you think?
Wait here while I go look for her.
No, well,
They're
time
kinda-
She must be around here
Yeah.
Going
somewhere.
from screen to screen? Yeah, it seems to load pretty quick.
Who's fat?
There are loads into battles.
Yeah.
Look at Rebels or whatever, they're action games.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, so much exposition. It's all good.
Hey, it might not be for an exciting stream, but
Whatever,
it's a way
man.
for us to talk about how much we love this game again.
It's good.
And if
Is
you're
this
watching
your
this,
is this your guys' favorite game? Like Sakura Wars?
uh,
Number
yeah,
one?
I mean,
Maybe not this edition.
It's not
Visitors
either
aren't
of ours
allowed.
because, we wrote that. We wrote
Oh,
that.
that's right.
Not with Paper Mario. This is Metal Gear Solid 4.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Want
yeah.
to know what?
But it's gotta be top. Guys.
It's
Okay, so here's the thing.
like maybe. Like it's
Uh,
somewhere between 8 and 15 for me.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I made a just because I could. I
It just so
made
happens I am.
a favorite games
Who's
that I did top
asking?
68 because I don't know.
I saw your Twitter feed. Yeah, you seemed
Yeah.
very. You were like punishing yourself trying to narrow this down.
I try. You
You
know
were
what?
in like physical agony.
I had
I
like
know
100,
all you kids wanna
and
get a
I
glimpse
tried
of
to
the
narrow it
famous
down to like
dancer.
50.
But rules
I got
are
to 60.
rules.
And
Right.
I can't cut anymore. And
Yeah.
Babies.
Yes, so you reminded me about this. When you mentioned that, you said it was
Get back to the
68.
auditorium.
And that, as I'm a crazy person, and it's March, that's how many teams are in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So,
March Madness.
so that night, I also made a list of 68. Then I ranked them. The 68 had to include one. There was an automatic for every console that I own and enjoy a game on.
You're what? My biggest fan?
So they're automatic bids. So the play-in games are the lowest 4 raw, and then the lowest 4 that aren't automatic bids, because that's the NCAA tournament works. And then, yeah, so I seeded everybody, put them in brackets based on their genre region.
I want to do that.
It's pretty great. So as I'm checking, Sakura Wars is a 5 seed. So I guess have it somewhere between 17 and 20 apparently.
Dude, with Sakura Wars, I would not have predicted that. I would have predicted Sakura Wars to be like a 4 for you for sure.
There's some good games on this list. It's kind of they're the best games.
I want to do that because I keep track
good.
of the rankings of the games, but I think in a tournament might be.
He knows he'll get busted for putting a
I could
minor on the
probably
payroll.
not my top 50.
Yeah.
Top
Come on, kid.
24 gets a little tricky because some of my rankings make no sense.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. It's just like some weird ones in there.
I'll say it was definitely like making the was tough, narrowing it down was tough, but I did rank them. I didn't be crazy as what Graham did. I just said I wrote the ranking, and that was probably.
Let's go. If you don't help, I might just have you arrested and deported.
60 through maybe 25 or 20 were that bad, and then I got to the top 20. I know the top 5. That has been pretty. My top 5 games have been pretty consistent for quite a while, but beyond let's say 20 to 5 was really tough because I kept switching out. Like this game actually is in the top 20, but it should be. So I moved, and then I was like, oh wait, no, this one should be in the top 20. So before I even got to organizing, I was kept switching games out, in and out of the top 20.
Yeah, see, that's what I really like about mine because I just had to seed them. So I have 4 number 1s and 4 number 2 seeds. I don't have to just between them.
That works.
So, pretty great.
That's what I want to. Yeah, and then sometimes maybe the team will match up well based on how you're feeling that day. So I've also been every day. I've been copying that sheet with the bracket on it and simulating the tournament based on my wins of the day. And every day there's been a different winner. Really?
They're upset sometimes. Sometimes I'm really in the mood for a 12 seed game and they'll beat a 5. So. Okay, I want to see how well you guys know me. So I want to see if you can rank. You can name my number 1 seeds.
I will not stand by as my employer brazenly commits felonies left
I'm really
and
bad at
right.
this one.
One's a given.
It's got to be Fire Emblem Awakening.
That's one of them.
Yep. Okay.
Well, we know Paper Mario game, so
that's another one.
Mario, yeah. Sakura Wars talked about, so no, not Sakura Wars, Henry.
Julia Chronicles.
That's another one.
Oh, nice. Okay.
How many are there again?
4. You don't know anything about Steve.
No.
Well, I promise that the 4th game is not a sport.
I am going to say. Let's see.
Oh, that's number 2 seed. This is first game.
What? Stop yanking my
Final
chain!
Fantasy Tactics.
Sunnyside, what's this kid's deal?
Not a big Final Fantasy Tactics guy, actually.
No, okay.
But Final Fantasy Advance is a number 5. Because I'm a crazy person. Final Fantasy Tactics is not on the list. Final Fantasy Tactics is bad.
Give us a hint with the number 1 seed. Is it a really modern game in the last 3 years, maybe? Or
not
older? Way older?
Considerably older.
Considerably older. Okay.
I feel like I know tip of my tongue, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is the one of these things, not like the other.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Unlike the list of Fire Emblem Awakening, Valkyrie Chronicles, Paper Mario. Of course, all 3 of those. Yeah. Those are by the same developer. But yeah, so it is Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
This is a clear breach of contract.
Well, I never would have got that. I never would have got that.
I know you really like those games. I forgot that was your favorite. So.
Yep.
Love that game. They spent hours playing back to back in their dorm.
In
my first year, they're obsessed with it.
Yep. I got super into it in middle school. That was what happened to middle school. had friends who would just come to my house, and then we would proceed to like, all right, it's Friday at 3:30. Let's play this game, and then we just sit until it's over, which is probably midday. It's like, yeah, all right, it's your turn. Wake up.
There she goes.
So, yeah, that's a game, but still fun.
Her boiling point is
We
like
should
absolute
absolutely
zero.
follow up on this March Madness except for games. This has a lot of potential. Yeah,
Okay. Any ideas of how to turn this into site content?
into something. Alright, cool.
Well, we requested that the Imperial
those are
Assault Force send their
one
best
seats.
warriors. Is that
I
you?
guess if we're still this isn't related to seed at all, but I could just say it's my top 5, and even though you're number 1, you can choose
Okay.
5. I just want to see if you guys.
Okay. So number 1 is Metal Gear Solid.
Since our organization is so new, we need a really strong leader, you know?
Let me think about it. Let me think about this.
Just, I would urge you two to not, but if anyone actually wanted to know, they're my honorable mention. My favorite games post, but
Yeah, I'm trying to not look.
Hang on, I'm not looking at that. Dishonor?
Dishonor, no.
What? Dishonor's
If you're asking for the truth,
No, it's that's top 25 or so, but not that high. No.
25. Okay, what about... What about like a more visual, like a smaller, like Gone Home or The Moon or something like that?
None of those.
If you really like those.
I do really like the 5.
Yeah, of course. There are some really great games that I love.
Oh, Andrew, what about Bioshock? Number 1 seed?
There's a Bioshock in my 10, but no, not top 5.
Not a top seed.
I'm gonna
Okay, so
let me back here.
do you want me to give you?
Why the long face? We've been looking all
guys
over
out?
for you.
I don't want to. I feel like
Are any of the other in the I've released in 5 years?
5 years? No. All the game came out. Option of when all of these games came out before the year 2000. One of which came out.
The year 2000.
Deus Ex.
I was gonna guess Deus Ex.
Nope.
No.
Half-Life 2?
What's that?
Half-Life 2?
Nope.
Portal?
Do you know?
Portal came out post, but I'm still shocked it's not on there. I really like Portal.
I do really. How about Portal
Okay,
2?
so I'm gonna go. Okay.
Is that so?
It's not
Final
Chrono
Fantasy
Trigger. Conversation. It's gonna be Final Fantasy 6.
Fantasy 6. That is my number right there.
Because you're one of those guys.
Wait.
I remember having that conversation.
Knows that Final Fantasy 6 is game ever made? Yep. One
Well,
of those.
there are people who like really like Trigger, and there are people who really like
What can I
Fantasy
say?
6, and there's
You're
like some
expecting a
tension
commander.
in that too.
You're just gonna
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember
I really like both.
but like both of them came
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because of toward the other one. Like you have to kind of down a couple notches just to like make your vote mean something.
Trigger and FF6. Yeah, tough. What's making it difficult is they're both about the same, which very well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
time has not helped the argument if there is a right decision. I would say.
I know how you
I guess do you want me to give you a hint on the next one?
Yeah.
It's also a Super Nintendo game.
Super Metroid?
Also not Yoshi's Island.
It's also it is not
Passion
it
is
is
not
not
the
an
only
though
requirement.
some
The Star Division is a
people would
top-class
argue it might
team.
be.
You're talking about Link to the Past.
Yeah.
you just narrowed it down to one. So thanks.
How is The Last an RPG?
It's not, but try to say it is, and they're idiots.
Trying to say all the games are RPGs, and the argument resulted too, but beyond that.
They're
Yeah.
not. What? No, I wouldn't say so. We can't start calling everything RPG elements in it RPG.
Listen, Lieutenant. This is
Yeah,
America.
You wouldn't call like
practical.
just a shooter
If
because
you
you
really
can.
want to be part of the
shoot
team,
bow and
just
arrows.
Prove that you can be useful.
Genres,
It's like, well,
genres
that
can be weird.
That shooter element.
Okay.
Zelda Link's of Batman.
Okay, you guys got 2 more.
Hackers.
Soul Hacker?
Yep.
Whoa! I thought we got
Magic is
3.
great and all, but it's
No,
useless
well,
without
there are.
results.
The first one was already
Link?
given.
Right?
Well, no, I
we're
meant-
5.
Yeah, you have
because you're not doing seeds. Okay, I thought you were doing the seeds thing.
He doesn't know anything about sports.
I don't know anything.
Okay.
So we got Final Fantasy 6. You're Solid 4.
They have to earn it.
I understand how you made this list without a Gemini in the top.
I didn't
Find a way to make your mark.
I didn't say there wasn't one.
And if you can't,
So you
Gemini
did
you
says-
have to call up the commander.
Oh, wait.
No.
We want me to say the first one is not good.
No.
Okay. It wasn't Soul Hackers, and you said nothing list came out after 2000.
There's one forgetting one.
And there's
There's Nocturne, but Nocturne came out later.
ABCs of America.
No. I said
Don't hurry.
it came out mid 2000s.
Oh, I thought you said it came out mid 2000. And that's
Oh,
what
mid
I said.
2000. In the middle of the two. Yeah.
Okay, well,
You gotta come up with
not
that freaking decade. This is causing confusion for us.
Sorry. Okay. So what we scramble. Sorry. What we do?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is.
but I thought you narrowed it out.
Sorry. My. There was a miscommunication.
Sorry.
That's
but
what.
I have
Is that
to
why
get
you
going.
pay us X?
Gotta get ready for the next
Yes.
performance.
That makes sense now.
Yes.
Yes, that's definitely up. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
So
are there Metal Gear games on your top 5?
top 5, top 10, yes, but no, not top 5.
Yeah.
You should come watch us
Man.
and figure out how you might be able
Donkey
to
Kong
fit in.
Country.
No.
Don't. No, but it's like.
I love that game.
I can give you a platform.
Okay.
Give it.
PC exclusive, more specifically.
Okay, there we
Shock
go.
2.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, good guess. I would have thought some Shock too.
We already said no to-
Let me know
Is
if
it?
let me know if you need another clue.
Era.
Not Half-Life.
No, not Half-Life.
Not Half-Life. Okay.
Narrow it down by era.
Era?
Yeah,
I can give
like-
you the specific year. That might be.
Don't give me specific year, but
Don't give
me
us
like
specific year.
Steam era, pre-Steam era, like DOS era.
Definitely pre-Steam era. This is
Okay.
before the year 2000.
You said before the mid 2000s. What are you doing?
So he says so the resting game, we have one left. It's before the year 2000. Is it in between 1980 and the year 2000?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
2000.
How
Oh, man.
about, what about something like Homeworld?
No.
What PC game would you play then?
StarCraft?
StarCraft, great, but no.
Yeah,
Nope.
like,
I'm a huge RTS guy.
No, I know.
uh,
I know, I thought I would throw that.
This one actually might be a curveball because I don't really. I can give you the genre. Hey, anime cutscene. I can give you the genre.
hey, anime cutscene?
Wait,
What's the name of the genre?
The genre is gay anime cutscene?
What anime cutscene game came out in the mid 1990s? That's probably one.
What's something like Diablo 2 or Diablo?
No Diablo. No.
Yeah. I can narrow down the things that it's not, but I'm having trouble.
Well,
I can
good job.
okay, here. I can give you either a genre or like a more specific time frame. Which one would you prefer? Or both, if you really need both of them.
No, let's do genre. I think would help more.
Adventure game.
Okay, Secret of Monkey Island.
Monkey Island?
No.
Grim Fandango.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh, you know what? I remember you writing about Grim Fandango. I should have guessed that.
I adore Grim Fandango.
Okay.
Never played Grim
Woo.
Fandango.
That was a
All
challenging
right,
one.
Henry, we gotta finish this off. Henry,
Okay.
do you have your top certain number of games?
Yeah, right now I got my top 5 in front of me, but I haven't worked on it all that much, so it might be tricky, but yeah, go ahead.
Furniture.
How did you know?
Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey is not in my top 5.
Amazing.
Valkyrie
This is the power of a New York
No,
musical.
Dota 2.
No, Dota 2 is close, but no.
Okay.
Well, we talked about
Super Smash Brothers, the N64.
No.
Melee.
about how much you liked Final Fantasy VI. Is that it?
Final Fantasy 6, the way I have it structured right now, it's actually not. That should be changed. I will change that because that should. But I'll skip for this discussion. No.
So I am right, but I'm wrong.
You're both and wrong.
All right, great.
I need to do this,
Sure.
but currently it's just on the outside. But again, I need to change that.
Okay.
One really super obvious. Other than
robots have appeared near the metropolis.
Okay, we're getting to it.
Yeah, the museum. Yeah. Okay. Continue your guessing.
Oh,
For real,
okay.
that's...
Get that you're a traditionalist. I keep forgetting you're a traditionalist.
Yeah, just throw it out there. It's the easiest.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. That's in there.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's a classic, I guess.
It is one of the well-regarded games of all time.
We've had this conversation, so...
I mean, I don't love it. There's a lot of people, but it's still a classic.
I mean, yeah, we've got that.
Right, so we're narrowing it down. So you got Chrono Trigger of Time. I will say the remaining 3 left. 2 are for consoles and 1 multi-platform that I played on PC.
Can we get a let's say time frame?
Wait, is for some reason Bioshock 2 on this list?
Bioshock 2 is on the list, but it's up there.
Okay.
It's not my top 5, no.
Because it's your favorite Bioshock, right? You're a weirdo?
Oh, I like all 3 so much.
Okay.
2 I have sort of a soft spot for.
Okay.
Even though I know 1 the best quote made game.
Okay.
1. Say this.
Henry game. It's a good Henry game. I got
only 1 remaining as an RPG.
Okay.
So you said that.
It's going to be one of them on a Nintendo console because yeah. Okay.
Again, this is my current top 5. I've been working on it for a while.
The Xenoblade Chronicles.
It's made by a company that may have something to do with Xenoblade Chronicles.
No. That's
Wait.
PlayStation.
Yeah, everything else they made besides like Project Crosszone is hang on.
Are you thinking of Crescendo?
You're talking about
Yeah.
I am wrong. I am wrong about no, hang on.
What are you trying to figure out?
It is Ben Gatos.
Okay.
Monolith Soft.
Okay.
So
Crescendo and Monolith both worked on.
Yeah, Monolith was like the assistant there.
It's true. It was a bit of a red herring. But yeah, for some reason, Batten Ghost Eternal Links of the Lost Ocean, my top 5 because
that's
that game.
That game would be on my list somewhere. I know it's on my list.
Say one of the reasons it's up, my expectations compared to everything else were so low. I avoided it for so long that when I actually didn't love it, I was totally surprised. All right, you got to go.
This is of the highest
It's
importance.
very recent,
You have your orders, Lieutenant.
and 1 is years old.
Recent one, the PC one.
12 years, yeah, because
Sure.
And you love it too. Pretty much.
game you played on PC 12 years ago, whatever.
You guys are gonna get it. Everybody loved it. We talked a lot about it on this site.
12 years ago, Nintendo platform.
Oh, that's
Metroid
not
Prime.
Metroid Prime. Very good.
Yep.
Very good. Gee.
The thing about the
Like a
Nintendo
book.
release schedule is they don't release a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give it away.
It's like pre-Wind Waker GameCube games.
Yeah, exactly. Not a ton. Yeah, Metroid.
Okay, so this might be a shot in the dark, but how much did you like Dishonored? Because I know you really like that possibly it.
It's not.
Okay.
It's in terms of my top favorites. Not even. It's about
Man,
70 or 80. I really like it.
All right.
what is this game?
You got.
So it's
Very recent. Like, very recent?
It's no Bioshock game, right?
Like, is it South Park already?
It's not so hard. I'm like.
It's pretty recent.
I've got it paused right now. I'm next to the TV on me. I'm liking South Park, but no. It's
Because
we talked about it a bunch. We may have given it very high accolades on the site. Andrew's gonna get it in about 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, is it infinite? Because I tried to rule out the Bioshock games.
Graham's gonna get. You guys are gonna get it. No, it's not infinite.
Okay.
Is it
Multi-platform.
Is it
Oh,
a
yeah.
Mass Effect game?
No,
Because only one of them was nerd. You figured that part out.
it's true. This game I'm talking about is not an RPG.
Man.
I'm gonna give it away. It currently has a sort of sequel that's going on right now.
Oh, wait, you just Walking Dead.
It is Walking Dead.
Oh man.
Which
I would have thought for sure you would have got that.
Which one makes your top 5?
I just sort of say Walking Dead Season 1. I just have it right down in my list, Walking Dead.
Oh.
You can't
Does
say,
that-
you
gotta
can't
watch
say
out.
season, you can't say
Is
season
that
2 because
cheating?
it's not yet.
Because people
true.
might assume you mean Survival Instinct.
Oh,
I
of course.
absolutely do not mean one. We're talking about one. I have a hard time even being interested in zombie stuff anymore because I've read World War Z and Z. Or no, Z. What do you guys like? You like World War Z and Walking Dead, so I understand how I can get better than that.
By the way, I was totally mistaken about the combat. We're not there yet. We got
Not there yet, eh? So the reason my list is messed up is I have games in there like Shadow of the Colossus, Galaxy 2, which should probably be in my top 5, and they're just for some reason not in there.
apparently FF6 should be top 2. So
Absolutely, 6 should be in my top 5.
Which one would you kick out? Bon Kaitos?
Yeah, I probably would, just because I've played it so many more times, and it's I think overall just a lot more influential in the better games. Probably would kick out Bat and Kaitos, or Kaitos or Kaitos? Kaitos, Bat and Kaitos, I would probably kick out for FF6.
Okay.
Shadow of the Colossus, I'd probably put ahead of... this is hard. Make me do this. Don't make me do this. It's too hard, guys. That's why I do that bracket.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we close to a battle?
You know what? What's the next day? Battles always seem to happen like at night, so I still have another day to go. But we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Yeah, we can stay for a little longer. See if we can get to a battle. They're fun.
They're fine. I'm assuming.
So, hey, fun fact.
I love fun facts.
This is probably a fun fact, but
Is it cool?
it's somewhat related. It is factual, yes. It's
Okay.
also somewhat related to a recent release. Originally I had it at top 67, but then I realized I needed to include a very important game, and it's probably this game that'd be on my list, just Tempest, which is my favorite arcade. And I was
So you've
reminded.
been playing XK?
Yes, I've been playing TXK Vita because that game is incredible.
It's a sequel to maybe like the attainable good game in the history of the industry.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've actually played any other version of Tempest. I've only played the original Tempest on the arcade machine. This one, which technically is Tempest, but basically is Tempest.
I mean, it's made by the
Yeah, it's
so
made by the
it's
guy.
not.
Yeah, so it's Tempest. It's just not called Tempest.
Yeah.
I don't even know what XK stands for, but I'm sure the T might be Tempest. Tempest Cross
Probably.
something.
I mean, it's basically a remake of 2000.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Anyway, so you want to talk about new releases or at least recent releases? TXK is really, really good. And you have a Vita, and you if you even remotely like Tempest in any way, it's on your Vita already. If it's something wrong with it.
So because you really like Tempest,
Yes.
have you considered tracking down? Oh man, hold up.
Something I need to track down. I mean, I've been tracking down a Tempest
Long
arcade
have
machine.
I watched fear and
That's probably not
pain
what you're gonna
gather
say.
before me, only to send them away.
Yeah,
in the wind.
I just want to get this right. Give me a
My
second.
heart
Okay.
soars with the
Henry, have you ever
birds
played
in the
Tempest?
sky.
Any version of Tempest?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't. I know I read them. Oh, no, wait a minute. I think
So I
Andrew.
wanted to get the right. Tempest 3000.
Tempest 3000? Are you saying I should track it down, or have you asking me to play
You
it?
should get it.
Okay.
Be that guy.
Alright.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's the Toshiba Nuon.
Whoa.
It is a Nuon exclusive.
Huh.
Good morning,
Yeah?
sir.
Yeah.
How are you this fine day?
Nuon.
Do you have one of those? Do you have one of those?
I do not have a new one. Because kind of the only game mode is Tempest 3000.
Care to join me?
But so it's basically, there was this series of like enhanced DVD players that could also play games. And so this is the only thing that was any good on it.
Yeah.
But like it's like the last Tempest game made, and it was made in like 2000 for the new on.
It wasn't made in the year 3000?
Oh. I'm Diana Capri.
No.
And you're?
Unfortunately. But yeah, so I don't know.
I know of
It's interesting.
I remember the last
I
time.
feel like you have I feel like you have to like use horrible roles for it, but
And why so sad?
like there's a controller, but it's bad. So I don't know. Maybe you should play it.
Okay,
Now
sure.
TXK is probably good, but anyway.
TXK is really good. I'm okay with TXK.
Yeah.
It probably costs. I can safely assume it costs less than having to finding a way to play 10,000.
And probably, you know, I mean, it's also more than finding a way to play Tempest 2000.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, at least the original version of that. That's the weirdest thing. Why does he keep putting it on, like, the Get Loser hardware? Because it went from developing for the Jaguar to the Nuon to the Vita. Really not good for the Vita.
I don't know. And it's, as far as we know, it's exclusive for now. I mean, maybe they'll make it elsewhere, but he generally doesn't. Once he releases the game,
He's done. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
The world
He'd
needs
probably
more
care a little more.
Everything will be fine.
Of all the
all
people
have potential for the
might want
future.
to get.
Though it's a great thing for the Vita. Just get some headphones. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It looks really nice in that. The music is incredible. It's one hell of. And it's something to play on the Vita. There's not much to play on the Vita these days. I mean, go back to some old stuff. There's stuff coming out that you can play on other systems also, that cross-buy stuff.
Yeah.
Not exclusives.
Yeah, there's not a lot on the horizon.
Hey, if you like Fez, play Fez on the Vita soon.
Yeah.
If you like,
Sure.
if you like, there's a couple other indie games coming out, but yeah, nothing. I mean, are there any games coming out in the next, let's say, 3 months? Like, I don't, that are exclusive.
Oh god, so there's Conception too, but that's also coming.
If you like,
Yeah.
you can visit me anytime.
Well,
I feel like there's something. I feel like there's one thing.
I mean, there's some things, but like, you know, like Ragnarok Odyssey Ace is coming out on it, and
Take
PS3
care,
Octopus Trip is coming out summer for it in the PS3, and like, yeah. So I don't.
I feel like there's something. I feel like there's something that's probably a Japanese game. I just can't remember what it is.
Whatever, man. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me dig into that while you're. So what is going on right now in the game for people who maybe are trying to pay attention to the game like a crazy person?
I'm practicing my ticket ripping because I am a ticket person now. And I'm telling everyone good luck on good luck with the show tonight. Break a leg.
Yeah,
That's happening. So
it is.
yep.
That's
Maybe soon I will get into a mech.
probably not.
But hey, break a leg one. I'll rip these tickets real good. Should have been in the game. Sadly, it's not.
It's not.
Apparently, I am also not as useful as a toilet. Toilets are really useful, though. I don't know if that's really an insult, but
No. Yeah.
There's a lot more useless items out there than a toilet.
exactly.
Yeah.
Look, see, he says it. Even a toilet can be used.
Yeah. It's true. Okay, Demon Gaze is coming at the end of April.
That's
Is
what.
that
Yes.
that's the thing? There you go.
That's it. I don't know anything about that game. I know it's coming out.
An NIS game, so you know 95% of it.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
They're frighteningly consistent. Yeah. I mean, you know, you can play Ragnarok Odyssey on that thing, play Conception 2 on that thing. You can continue to play Capsule on that and really anything else, but it's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get around to playing that?
I've been curious about it. I haven't checked it yet.
I think it's on Steam now. It was on PlayStation Mobile for the longest time. It's just like a really, really simple RTS, like crazy simple.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. It's again not an exclusive, but Final Fantasy X and I guess 10-2 as well come out. The HD versions come out either soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's not exclusive. I was skipping over
I know, I'm just thinking of anything, really. There's stuff.
Well, Deception 4, Dynasty Warrior Extreme Legends Complete Edition, which is a pretty great acronym.
Deception 4 is coming out, and it's coming out here.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It's really weird. I mean, that, I feel like that and, like, Dragon 3 or, like, the super... I'm glad we're still getting the super weird Japanese stuff.
Yeah, but not the right super weird Japanese stuff.
No, I know, but...
So crazy.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to Dragon Guard 3. I really like Nier, and I kind of like the first two, even if they weren't great. I like that brand of weirdness that I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Deception 4, on the other hand, I played a demo for Trapped, and it was kind of neat, but I don't know. I don't know anything about this otherwise.
No, me neither. Okay, so this is actually happening just now. I think it's interesting, and if you're listening, maybe you want to check it out. They're doing a special Humble Bundle for Brand Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Where they pay $25. Have you guys seen this?
I actually heard about this earlier.
Yeah, so it's $25 and it's 30 games. And they're
30 games? They've got to all be really good.
They're kind of good.
Really?
They have like a whole bunch of Bit Trip games in here. Cool. They have, I'm just picking a couple, like McPixel, Purpose, Stacking, Thomas Was Alone, Waking Mars, Wizor. I mean, it's interesting. And like it's all going to help, so that's cool. Yeah, just check that out. The soundtracks and stuff in there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good group of games. I have most of them, but...
Whatever, man. It's pretty...
Yeah, oh yeah.
I appreciate everybody's rallying that cause.
At his goal.
That's awesome.
Was it late last week or week?
I mean, I hate that people do it, and I also hate that people who don't necessarily have easy social media followings just, go bankrupt or die. But any little bit people can do is helpful.
Well, I also feel like even if, I mean, I don't know about any other recent examples of something like this, of like someone in the industry saying, hey, I need some help with some financial help, I mean, there's been pages going around, but besides that, like something very specific like this, I feel like
there was a this actually happened around here. There was an Insomnia North Carolina intern who had I think had like an accident, had like some major brain issues.
I thought she was yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I know she was hospitalized for a really long time, and they were like getting money to her treatment and stuff. So. That's good. I know people who were in bad situations who didn't happen to have minor connections to the games industry. We'd be nice if that weren't a problem, but we'll do what we can. Yeah.
Have that kind of stuff. Isn't that going to be a thing of the past though? Isn't more Canadian healthcare now, or is it still new?
I'm not going to make any political statement on the show because I don't think that's what we do. But I don't think anyone exactly what they wanted out of that deal.
Okay.
Because it's politics, and that's how that works.
Here in Canada, we have free healthcare.
Yeah.
Well, we
pretty good. But, by the way, where are you in the South Park game?
Spoilers. I just beat up. I sided with Cartman and just beat up Kyle.
Okay.
And so I got past the alien ship, and I snuck in and fought zombie Nazis and stuff like that. So
you're... Wait.
What?
Okay. Okay, because you just described like two very different parts of the game.
Oh, I went backwards, yes. Did the spaceship,
Yes.
Fought
Okay.
zombie Nazis, and I just invaded the school, and I just beat up Kyle.
Okay.
And now we're looking for the truth.
By the way, how can you side with Cartman?
Are you crazy? There's no way I can't side with Cartman. It was probably the easiest decision. I know. He's easily, probably the worst human being ever depicted on film. Easiest decision in a game I've ever made. You couldn't pay me real life money to side with Kyle in this game. Wait. There is zero chance I would make Cartman an enemy. He's just too fun. And Kyle's lame.
Fair enough.
Sorry, that's why.
It's weird. I really do like using Butter. My partner, he's kind of good.
I have to have Butters. He's my favorite South Park character. That's another reason why.
They're trying to set him up as a joke, but he's kind of like the most useful until the end game. Like he's like the guy to have around. You just don't have to ever worry about dying.
He's just awesome.
Gemini is the best.
Gemini's not as cool as Butters.
If you notice, like anytime I'm just like I don't know, like giggling for no reason, this is Gemini's the best. Every time Gemini does the like leaning down face really big in the screen, just like face.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's funny.
She's great.
Is that weird? It's a good game. You should play it, man.
Alright, you guys can continue to talk about South Park. I'm trying to go down
No, that's fine. I was just curious who you are because I don't know if you've gotten yet. I hope you haven't, but
Right. Any tips you have for me, G?
You know where Canada is?
Yeah.
That's a tip. You know where Canada is.
Yay! Alright, I'm looking forward to it. Canada is an awesome part of the game.
Well, you will get to a point where you have to go through the Lost Woods in Canada, and the Lost Woods is kind of like style Lost Woods, where like you get lost in them and you do a specific sequence, but you know where Canada is. So
I know roughly where Canada is.
yeah, that's it's a really dumb part of the game.
By the way, how great was it when Timmy's fast traveling services?
Oh man,
is the cardboard horse attached to his wheelchair?
That's pretty.
Oh my god, there's like a million moments in like that.
Yeah, I mean, the best parts of that game are where it just references to like RPGs.
Sort of
it's just like yeah, of course, and yeah. And I love just, man, there's too many good parts of that game. And then too many, like, absolutely horrible parts of that game.
Oh my god, yeah.
You haven't got, well, there's some pretty bad stuff where you are, but...
I hope you guys are happy. I made Gemini mad at me because I didn't hand out flyers because I'm trying to get to the robots, okay? Now I'm sad because she got mad at me. It's all your fault.
I'm sad because she got mad at you. I'm mad at you because she got mad at you. What are you doing? Gemini's the best.
I want to get to the robots.
I do too.
I still enjoy it from what I've seen.
Yeah.
This is just—it's really the kind of game you can play in like 5 or 10 spurts. You have to.
No. And the first chapter.
First
chapter is the longest chapter. Okay. Yeah, the idea is that you like it's broken up where you run around doing these chapters, and then there's a big point, and then there's a battle, and then there's a big point. Just at the beginning, there's like a double dose of story because there's exposition and then a chapter.
Yeah, because you gotta introduce everyone and yada yada.
Yeah. Come on.
All the lights went out in the theater.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. We can do it. Hopefully. If we don't, then maybe next time we'll play more than soccer. We probably can do that to people. We should do something else next time. But if you haven't played this game, you should play this game.
There are games other than Sakura Wars.
I don't know. I have trouble believing it. I do like the visual effects in this game. Because they're dumb.
We could just make this Sakura Wars time and just every time we just have a new Sakura Wars stream until we finish the game.
Yeah. I mean, we could just change the name of the site to Sakura War Games. Only changed a couple of letters.
Yeah.
Same logo, just
yeah, of course. I think when I think of Sakura Wars, I think of milk curtains. So.
Well, I mean, the thing, we could do translation or something. No, maybe. I don't know. But the weird thing about this, like, it's a difficult thing to, you know, like, patch a console game.
Yeah.
But there's a PC port.
Oh, yeah.
And it already uses characters. Like I said, there was an officially released version of Sakura Wars, at least one of them, in Russia. So there's a PC port that uses, like, you know, Western characters in it. So I'm sure there's just a text file in there, right? Because it's a PC game?
Maybe.
We can just put in the text, please? Man, like, so many games have gotten full patches that, like, why hasn't... Come on, guys. Give me a Sakura Wars. Anyway. It's okay. It's fine.
We'll be okay.
We will. There's some good games that are coming out.
Yeah?
Including ones with big, you know, scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
There's Girls in the Sky second chapter
That is coming
out. Which I know you're excited about, Andrew, because you love the first one.
I am the biggest fan of that game. You know what? I made a mistake when we're talking about my top 5. That'd be in there. Number 1. I'm actually going to change my favorite game post right now.
Okay.
Huge mistake. No, I'm not the biggest.
You're not a huge fan of it, but I think even you, as a not huge fan of it, can see why people would be a big fan of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't finish it, but it had a cliffhanger, right? Everyone wants to find out what happens.
Yeah,
I do.
It's traditional RPG. We don't really get too many of those days.
I bought it and I opened it, and I'm probably just going to buy the PC port. Does it?
Sure. Why not?
Oh yay! Here's the action part. We're just getting to it. I guess you just did it.
Yep.
Yeah. There's actual like mini game gameplay in this thing, which is
Some
weird.
might call them quick time events.
No.
No.
Some might call them cinematic action sequences.
True.
Oh man.
They're very cinematic with
Yeah.
the single shot of the character.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Okay.
Another one. I'm rotating the left analog stick as we speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it.
Great.
I rotated that analog.
I think I actually heard you rotate the analog stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gemini is impressed. She's very impressed. She
As
was
impressed
so
as me.
dexterous.
With the analogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Oh, here comes the replacing missing damaged parts. I'm doing vehicles. Of course. Wait. Alright. Alright, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a stay full circle. Wait. No, I messed up. I didn't get the full circle done.
Oh, Graham. I mean, Andrew. Graham, Andrew Blue is what I was going to say.
I think it's okay. I think we're still okay. We're still
Yeah.
okay. Everything's
I don't
good.
know if I am.
They're not. I'm sorry, Henry.
I can never live this down.
Very sorry.
You have to fix it. You have to buy the game and do it right yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Fix it.
Fix this mistake.
Have you bought it yet? It's been like an hour and a half.
What are you doing, Henry?
Seriously.
I don't know.
Dealing with your life.
I mean,
that you don't own your Sakura Wars.
You haven't finished your top. I mean, there's still time. You haven't finished your favorite list, so you know.
Yeah.
You gotta do this first, and then.
Yeah.
And then I gotta rework my... And this one will be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
This will be all 5 of them.
It will not be Chrono Trigger. I'm telling you right now.
No, probably be Chrono Trigger for you.
Chrono Trigger made a deal with me a long time ago, and I can't put it anywhere else but number 1.
Analog sticks. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, Andrew, take it easy. We can hear it. You're mashing those. You're gonna break your controller.
Sorry about that.
I mean, it's a PS2 controller, so... I don't know.
I'm so fast, I'm
Restart.
like a ninja. I couldn't even stitch him, and I couldn't even see my shadow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Sakura Wars are pretty good. Not necessarily the intro part before you actually get to any combat, but
It's good. It's just probably not the most entertaining. But hey, you know what? I hope we entertain
Yeah.
you. I'd like to say, if anyone is actually watching this and says, "I don't play this game anymore," then shit them out and play this game.
yeah,
You're wrong.
it comes from being in control of it. Like,
maybe our conversation is distracting from the charm. But it's great. It's really good.
Yep.
Most of the staff wouldn't agree it's really good if really good.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
We're not leading you astray, people.
We're not, except for sometimes we are.
Occasionally. But not about Sakura Wars.
No. We only said the one thing about Sakura Wars.
Exactly.
There's only been one Sakura Wars that we have. I wonder if I should write about the other Sakura Wars games.
You should do that.
They're super inaccessible. That's the problem.
You could, I don't know, you could still make something work, right? Just talk about the series.
Look, if you import like the PSP or the Dreamcast games, and you can play those on your system, and you can use a translation walkthrough. Yeah, I mean,
there was a point shortly after I played through this game where I was on eBay looking at Dreamcast copies of the Sakura Wars games. It's like, tempted.
They're really cheap.
I didn't do it, but you know what? Maybe soon I will. Now that I'm replaying this and realizing.
They made so many copies of those Dreamcast games.
Actually, there was a store here in that sells some import games where I picked up a copy last year. No, 2012. I picked up a copy of the Soul Hackers on the Saturn. And I saw they had Sakura Wars there on the Saturn for 15. I don't know if that's too much for that or not.
I mean, for a local store, that's right. Yeah. I mean, you could get it for like $6 plus $9 shipping in Japan. So
complete copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
probably something like that. But, so I actually have a press copy of Sakura Wars 3, the Dreamcast version of it. It's like a Sega time marked its press copies with this big blue sample sticker. So I have it. It's not really different in any way, but it's pretty cool to have. They're technically like. They do the final proof of the manual, and sometimes they they press the discs and then they're okay, and then they press more discs. So there are sometimes changes and things like that, but either way, it's pretty cool.
Okay, guys, I hate to break it to you. I don't think we're getting to a battle tonight.
Yeah.
I'm visiting Gemini's apartment right now. I'm about to put her horse.
Woo! Yeah. Andrew's visiting Gemini's apartment. You guys should probably get out of here.
Yeah. Leave the stream. Andrew needs some private time.
Fair enough. But the Valve system's cool. You know, if you're
really
interested in it, maybe look up like a video or something of that. But it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, this is actually new. There are parts of the game where you're in an environment you can inspect things in the environment. It's kind of neat. Kind of adventure-y kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've shown as much of this as we can. Hey, I could keep playing it, but I don't want to take too much of anyone's time, especially when everyone who's watching this can just go play this themselves.
You should go do that, yeah. But you know, hopefully, we've given you something resembling entertainment. But yeah, so we'll catch you in 2 weeks for another episode of Snack Time. For Andrew and Henry, I'm Graham. See you guys.
Bye.